Well then, please welcome to the stage the legendary Kaity Lotz and everybody's favorite fictional assassin, Katrina. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshines.
So, Katrina, I heard that you made a special appearance yesterday at a certain panel, and I heard also that you had made your own shirt for the panel, and I want to say that is the kind of content we are here for.
These are all lies. I don't know how these rumors get started. What?
Questions later. Later.
You settle down. It's too early.
It's only 10.
I know, I was like, no one's gonna be there at 10 in the morning.
Oh, it's going to be a rowdy one. Okay. Well, Kaity, it's great to have you back. And Katrina, we're so geeked to have you join us this year.
Thanks. I'm stoked to be here. Sup, ladies?
It's been a while since we've seen the two of you together, so what's it like getting the band back together?
It's so nice.
I long after her. Just kind of lust after her across the way. Hey, Kaity. Hey,
I
boo.
just follow her career. And she's like, I booked this show. Now I'm on this show. Now I'm in Puerto Rico. Now I'm in Budapest. I'm like, dang, Booker, just girl, working.
So going back and watching your scenes, even just watching this right here, I mean, it's a little tough because the two characters were obviously very much in love, but there was a lot trying to keep them apart, and it seems like their stars were perpetually crossed. To say that Nyssara is angsty would be an understatement. Do you ever wish that viewers had a chance to see some more happier or lighter moments between your characters?
I mean, that'd be a different show. I
Slightly
liked it.
lighter or happier moments?
I don't know. I mean, I loved how dark Arrow was at that time when we were there. Watching the clips, it's weird because I'm like, oh my God, look, we're so young. It was like 6 years ago, like a lot of this.
Yeah, I personally love how dark and angsty it is because the characters weren't at happy times during their lives. So I'm not really sure that there is necessarily moments of joy versus moments of growing and expanding together. And I think, a lot of us have gone through that with a certain person, and it just kind of, I think it's reflective of life as well, where you just kind of go, hey, let's get through this tough time period together and see how we get through it.
We were like Juliet and Juliet, star-crossed lovers.
I mean, who amongst us hasn't had their girlfriend die and be resurrected in a Lazarus pit? I mean, it's a universal story that we can all relate to. Katrina, so Nyssa has managed to escape death numerous times, which we're grateful for.
Crafty, this one.
In fact, we just got to see her be alive and well and helping teach Felicity and Oliver's daughter the tricks of the trade. What do you think is it that keeps her going?
Well, Lazarus pit. That's the biggest one. No, I think she's a crafty one. She just kind of does her own thing, doesn't really get entangled into many other people's business, and whether or not you get along with her that day is dependent upon what her agenda is versus yours. So if they flow together, then we're all cool, but I don't know, probably a little slip and slide in there.
But you try to leave and not come back, and then she's like, oh, I'm going to make this my business.
Yeah. She's passionate.
Yeah.
That scene, which I think is the cutest things ever. So James Bamford, who's the producing director on Arrow, it was his daughter that played young Mia that you got to train, right?
Oh, she's a cutie, yeah. She's so intense. Well, James Bamford, first of all, he's our stunt coordinator, now he's a director. And one of the main things he'll always say to you is go faster, go faster, go faster. And for someone like Kaity, who trained in stunts and has been, this like athlete her entire life, it's, I think, easier for you. Whereas someone like me, I dance, but I was never a stunt person. going faster sometimes isn't an option, but he didn't care. And it was just like, he's just like, just go faster. And then all of a sudden here rocks up his 5-year-old daughter and he's going, go faster, go faster, go faster. And I'm like, oh, he does it to everyone.
Yeah, she's like a little capoeira ninja. But I guess it'd be harder to go. You're like, I just had a baby like 3 months ago. She did that episode right after giving birth.
Yeah, I did it exactly 1 month after giving birth. And that was, anybody here have kids? Okay, so for any of you who like breastfed, you know that there's a pump schedule. Let's get real personal, guys. There's a pump schedule that you need to maintain, and this is how I learned the hard way to never leave home without your pump, because I went 3 hours without it, or past my pump schedule. So one, my boobs are huge. You're welcome. They deflated right after that scene. But every time I swung the sword, I literally felt my boobs slam to one side of my body and then slam to the other side. I just remember being like, look tough, don't cry. Look tough, don't cry. So, yeah, don't leave home without your pump.
Glamour behind the scenes.